Hello everyone, this is teacher Jonathan once again, and I'd like to welcome you all in our virtual presentation. Our topic this afternoon is about conversion factors and unit cancellation. So in our today's presentation, you're going to be needing a conversion table that look like this. All right, conversion table for length, weight, temperature, and then speed. There are conversion table that says about volume and mass in grams. You're gonna be that as well. Okay, so you're going to need conversion table. You need to have this table in order for you to do the activities. All right, so let's get started. For this example, we're gonna take this one, 3 feet. We're gonna convert this 3 feet into inches, and so you're gonna have the following equation. So for this example, since we are looking for inches, okay, right here, we're gonna need something that cancel out the feet. So which one are we going to use? This one or this one? So basically we're gonna use this equation right here, right? Since we're going to cancel out this unit, and so that we will arrive into inches, and now that you can simply multiply it. Okay, the answer is 33 inches. Now let's take a look at some more example. For this example, we are going to convert a centimeter into meters. All right, so again, go back to your conversion table. So your conversion table says 1 meter equals 100 centimeter, or 0.01, if you can see that, meter equals 1 centimeter. Okay, so that's our conversion table. So you're gonna have this one is the equality, and you're going to look for the equivalence in the conversion table. So what are we looking for in this example? Okay, since we are looking for centimeter, we will write the equation first. Okay, we use the idea of the unit cancellation to decide upon which one of the two conversion factor we choose. So which one do you think? Which one cancel out meter? Let's take a look. There you go. So we are going to use this conversion factor, since this will cancel out meter. So, and since we are looking for centimeter, then there you go. That's the answer. Okay, again, you can write it in two ways. Write in the fraction. 1 meter over 100 cm, or 100 cm over 1 meter. That's the fraction. They are just actually the same. But the thing is, we choose the right conversion factor that we are looking for. And since we are looking for, we are trying to convert it into cm or centimeter, then we will use this one. Okay? Another example. This time, we're gonna go back to centimeter to meter. So we are going to convert meters into, or how many meters is 8.72 centimeter. Our equality is 1 meter equals 100 cm, and you're gonna have two form of conversion factor right here. You can write it either this way or this way. They are both the same, okay? But we're going to choose which one, all right? We are looking for meter. So which one do you think? Okay, which one do you think? So again, the units must cancel out. We're trying to cancel out cm. Cm right here. So which one do you think that cancel out cm? I think you already know the answer. Good job. So since we are trying to cancel out cm, we're looking for something in here that is the same cm. So we are going to use these conversion factors right here, and that we will arrive to meter. That gives us the answer, and now that you can multiply it. All right, another example. How many feet is 39.37 inches? Let's go back to equality. Okay, 1 feet equals 12 inches. And these are another conversion factor, okay? It's either 1 over 12 or 12 over 1. But we are trying to cancel out inches, okay? We're trying to cancel out inches. Which of the two is appropriate to use? Good job, guys. You are doing well. And so that, again, we are trying to cancel out inches, this one, and so we are going to use this conversion factor right here. That's very, very easy, right? That's very easy. And now that you will cancel it out, what remains is your number and the correct unit. And since we are looking for feet, so we're gonna have feet. And there you go. That's the answer, 3.28 feet. So how many feet is 37.7 inches? 39.37 inches. We're gonna have 3.28 feet. Okay. Now, let's go to kilometers. Ooh, this one is a bit tricky now. Okay. So how many kilometers is 15,000 decimeter? So we are looking for kilometer, and we are going to cancel out decimeter. So we already know, again, going back to your conversion table, and we have to take this step by step, all right? We need to convert decimeter into meter, and we already know that in 1 meter there are 10 decimeter, okay? So cancel out decimeter, and so you already have meter, but this is not yet the correct unit, right? We need to convert further. And since we are looking for kilometer, we are now going to convert meter into kilometer. So go back again to your conversion table. How many meter is in a kilometer? It says here 1 kilometer is 1,000 meter. So take a look. Take a look. We are trying to cancel out meter here previously, right? And so when you go back to your conversion table, it says 1,000 meter for every 1 kilometer. So we will try to cancel this out. And now that we are in the correct unit, we are looking for kilometers right here. And now that we are in the correct form. Okay, so cancel out, cancel out. The answer is 1.5 kilometers. So that means for every 15,000 deciliter, there is 1.5 kilometer. All right. How many seconds is 4.38 days? Oh, this one is from seconds to days. Okay, so let's take a look at this. So we are looking for seconds in 4.3 days. Which one, which step is the one that we need to take first? We need to determine, how many, let's try to cancel out days and convert that into correct hour. So we already know that there's 24 hour in one day, okay? But this is hour, okay? Yet we are looking for seconds. So what's next? Let's convert, let's cancel out first day, okay? And then let's convert hour into, what's next? Hour into minutes. Okay, let's take a look. So now that we already know that in every hour, in 1 hour, there's 60 minutes. So let's cancel out this one here, and so that we could have all these values right here. Are we there yet? Not yet, because this one is in minute. We are looking for seconds. How many minutes do you think is uh, in or how many seconds in 1 minute? Okay, that's the correct question. Okay, I think you already know the answer. There's 60 seconds in 1 minute. And so that this here, or yeah, this here will cancel out minute. And so now we are arriving in the correct unit. All right, so you will notice here that we do it step by step. Okay, so do not be confused, guys. Do not be confused. You have to do this step by step, otherwise you're gonna get confused. Remember, this is in days, right? We already know that in one day there are 24 hours. Okay, 1 hour is 60 minutes, 1 minute is 60 seconds. And now that we have the correct unit right here, we're looking for seconds. Let's do the math. And now you know that that's 378,438 seconds. So this here is 4.38 days. Okay, so it's quite easy though. It's quite easy, so do not be confused. Do it step by step. You're gonna have to do it step by step. This is the cancellation technique. All right, again, days into hour, cancel out the hour, cancel out the minute, and so that you will arrive into the correct unit, which it is the one that we are looking for. All right. If we are accounting for significant figures, we would change this to something like this. All right. So maybe your teacher will ask you, what's the significant unit? So you can write either this way or this way. You can write 3.78 times 10 to the fifth power. And then don't forget the unit, because this is the one that we are looking for. Always write the correct unit. Okay, so I have another one for you. Okay, and I would like you to watch this video. That this do the cancellation technique as well. Okay, watch this.
In this video, we're going to look at how to convert units using conversion factors like this and canceling units. Some people call this dimensional analysis. Some people call it the factor label method, but you are going to call it easy by the end of this video because we are going to go step by step to show how to solve these kind of problems. So here is our first one. We want to know what is 3.45 pounds expressed in grams. So the conversion that we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing pounds to grams. And we're going to be starting with 3.45 pounds. Okay. Next thing we got to do is we got to go and we got to find some kind of relationship between pounds and grams. So how many pounds are there in how many grams? You can find this information on the internet. You can find it in a textbook. You can probably find it like in the back of a notebook where they'll have a conversion table for the units. It's going to look something like this. We've got a bunch of these relationships between different units, and you want to find the equation that talks about pounds and grams. Okay, so it's going to be this one down here. 1 pound equals 453.6 grams. So this is the statement that you're going to want. You can get it from a variety of places, but it's important. Now, it doesn't matter whether pounds or grams is first. It can be flipped just as long as it has both pounds and grams. So now we have this statement that tells us how pounds relate to grams. We're going to use this statement now to write two conversion factors. A conversion factor is expressed as a fraction with a top and a bottom. So here's how we can take this and write a conversion factor. We're going to take this side of the equation, 1 pound, and put it on the top of the fraction, and there's a fraction line. And then this part of the equation is going to be on the bottom. So it's going to be 453.6 grams. Now that's one of the two conversion factors. The other conversion factor that we're going to write is we just take this and we flip it. So this 453.6 grams, we put that now on the top of the fraction and divide it by 1 pound. So two conversion factors that you can write from this statement here. Either one of them is correct, but only one of them is what we want to be using here. Okay, so we're just going to use one of these. The one that I'm going to use is this one because pounds is up here and pounds is down here. Let me tell you what that means. So 3.45 pounds, that's not part of a fraction, right? There's no fraction line. And so if something does not have the bottom of a fraction, you just assume that it is the top of a fraction. It's the same as it being on the top of a fraction if it doesn't have a bottom. That's what I mean. Now, on the other hand, pounds is down here on the bottom of the fraction, okay? And when we're using conversion factors, we want to get rid of pounds and we want to be left with grams. And it turns out that if a unit is on the top on one side of the multiplication sign, and then it's on the bottom on the other side of the multiplication sign, it cancels out. So pounds is on top here, pounds is on bottom there, so they both cancel out, and that leaves me with units of grams. So just to review, I wanted to use this version of the conversion factor because pounds was on the bottom, and this way pounds will cancel out. Now, I've canceled out pounds. I'm ready to do the math. What's it going to be? I'm going to do 3.45 times 453.6 divided by 1. Or, if you have a fancy scientific calculator, you can plug this whole thing in one expression. You can do 3.45 times, and then write this conversion factor in parentheses, 453.6 divided by 1. Now, you don't really have to worry about the 1 too much if you don't want to. I'm just putting it there because sometimes this won't be a 1. So I just want you to get used to dividing by whatever is on the bottom of the fraction, even if it happens to be one of these things. So however you decide to plug this into your calculator, when you crank through it, you're going to get the same number, and that's going to be 1,560. What are the final units here? Well, I canceled out pounds. So the final units that I'm going to be left with are grams. I'm not worrying too much about significant figures when I'm doing these unit conversions, just for this lesson, because I don't want to add another thing in here to confuse you. There'll be a lesson later about how to do significant figures with unit cancellation, but I don't want you to worry about sig figs now. Just worry about figuring out how to do the unit conversions. So anyway, 1,560 grams is our final answer. Let's do a couple more. How many miles is 15,100 feet? So the conversion we're going to be doing in this problem is from units of feet into miles. And we'll be starting with 15,100 feet. We got to go to our unit conversion table or find the information on the internet to figure out what the relationship is between miles and feet. We got it right here. So this is going to be the statement that we're going to use to write our conversion factors. Let me pull this off the table here. Now, don't freak out that miles is on this side and feet is on this side. It doesn't matter what unit is on what side of the equation, because you could just easily flip it. Okay? You don't care what unit is on what side of the equation. All you care about is being able to have this so then you can write the conversion factors. So let's write the two conversion factors that we can get from this statement. I'll take 1 mile and I'll put it on top here. And then I'll take the other side, 5,280 feet. I'll put that on the bottom. And now I'll write what we could call the reciprocal of this, where we take it and we flip it up. So the 5,280 feet is on the top and 1 mile is on the bottom. We're going to be multiplying our measurement in feet by one of these two conversion factors. Which one is it going to be? We have feet not as part of a fraction, so you assume that feet is on the top of a fraction. It's the same as if it's on the top of the fraction, which means that we are going to want a conversion factor that has feet on the bottom of the fraction so they cancel out. So it is going to be this one here. And now feet on the top and feet on the bottom cancel out, and they leave me units in miles, which is what I'm looking for here. Now, how do I do the math? I'll do 15,100 times 1 divided by 5,280 because it's on the bottom of the fraction. Or if you can plug larger expressions into your scientific calculator, you can do 15,100 times and then in parentheses, you do 1 divided by 5,280. Again, you might wonder why you have to keep doing the 1. You can leave the 1 out if you want. But remember, this isn't always going to be a 1. So it's a good thing to get in the habit of multiplying by whatever is on the top of the fraction and then dividing by whatever is on the bottom of the fraction, even if it's 1 for right now. You can do either one of these expressions and you're going to end up with an answer of 2.86 units are in miles. And again, I'm not really paying attention to significant figures for these calculations. That's how you do this.